So the first thing, you're going to go up to learn, just like you've been doing on your other videos. And then you're going to go to lessons, and the luggage tag is the last one on the right. Now I did the luggage tag already, so I'm going to have to restart it. So I'm just going to restart it, but you should just click start to start it. All right, so this is going to be a two-parter. First, we're going to follow the directions on the left-hand side, and then we're actually going to make a luggage tag with our information, your name and your address, your real address. So I'm assuming that the luggage tag is actually going to load in this project, so hopefully it does. If not, I'm going to have to reset it. Good, it did. All right, so we're going to see all these letters on the top, and we're going to be dragging them. I don't know why they have us do this. So at first it says drag the letters in the highlighted area, and then if you need more letters, you can always use the copy and paste. So they want us to do the word maker. So I'm going to take my M and I'm going to drag it onto the orange. I'm going to get my A. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get my K. Look how tedious this is. Can you imagine having to do this for each letter of your name and each letter of your address? No, thank you. So I'm just going to finish up maker, and then I'm going to show you another way that you could do this that might be a little bit easier for you. All right, so there's my word maker. I want to show you another way. I'm just going back to see what the next step was. All right, so I'm going to go back. So the other way to do this is on the right-hand side to get text. So get text and drag it out onto your work plane. And then I'm just going to type in here maker, just so we have the same word that we made earlier. All right. Now, did I click something I shouldn't have? I might have. Where did this ruler get on there? Anyway, so I'm going to click on maker, and I'm going to make this smaller. So I'm going to click the white box. I'm just going to drag it inward a little bit. And I'm going to pull it over to see how it fits. It needs to be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my white corner, I'm going to drag it. And my height, I'm going to make this 3. I'm just going to shrink it down so I can kind of see. Remember, you use the black cone to shrink something, right? And I'm going to drag it over here. Look how much easier it was for me to do it with the text. I mean, it looks a little, a little different, a little smaller, but that's okay. But it took me so much less time than it did than dragging out all the letters, right? So what they want us to do, don't worry about doing all this. They wanted you to drag out all the letters onto the luggage tag. No, thank you. Let's just skip that. Just as a tip here, they say to use the arrow keys to position your letters. All right, so that's just a little tip. All right, so what they want you to do, let me just go back. We're not done. Is to make your own luggage tag with your name. That's what I want you to do, not them. So I'm going to just delete all these, including all of these letters. You could select all too and delete them if that's easier for you. Just select them all and delete. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to type my information. So I want your name. I want your address, your full address. So I want to type Mrs. King because that's who I am. You could do all capital letters if you want. You could do it like me, however you want to do it. You can change your font too, guys. I do want the height to be 3. It just makes it much easier. So you could do it here if you want, or you can do the black cone, whichever you prefer. And then I'm going to shrink it. Remember, you do the white corner. I'm going to pull it out so I can see it, and I'm going to hope that if I close this, it won't pop up again because that's annoying. I'm going to click the white corner and drag. It's getting smaller and smaller. And then just put it somewhere on the top for your name. Then I'm going to do my address. Now, I'm not going to do my real address for, I think, some obvious reasons. 1, so you can't come to my house and stalk me. And 2, so that YouTube doesn't get my real address, right? So 1, 2, 3, Tech drive sounds good to me. It's a technology class, right? I'm just going to do the height here because it's easier for me. And I'm going to shrink it to fit on the next line. So that your street should go on the next line under your name. I want your real name. I'm not going to do anything with your information. Just in case, oops, I somehow moved the luggage tag. I'm going to undo. Just in case I want to, if I have time, maybe I want to print one of these out. I'm not sure. All right, tech drive. Let's see. Tech is huge in Silicon Valley, right? So I'm going to do that as my Silicon Valley as my city and state. I want you to do your real city and state. So everybody's doing New Jersey. Some of you are in Basking Ridge. Some of you are in Raritan. Some of you are in Bridgewater. Wherever it is that you live, please type it and start putting it on your tag. All right. And then after I don't know why this isn't dragging out, but after I get this on there, then I would do my zip code, which I'm just making up things for this. So I'm not going to I don't really know the zip code for Silicon Valley. So I'm going to do, the show 90210. I'm kind of dating myself, I guess, at this point. But that's what I'm going to do for my zip code. Now, typically you do your zip code. Oops, sorry. Typically you do your zip code after the state, like when you're writing an envelope. I'm going to do mine underneath it. And I'm going to shrink it back because I made a mistake. Let me do it this way. It is 3. All right. And then 90210. You can see like the text isn't as easy as you would think. It is a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. When you are done with all of your text and you have it all lined up, 90210, I want you again to take a screenshot of this for me and put it into the assignment in Google Classroom. All right. So I'm just going to drag it, like I said, on the bottom just because of space. All right. That's it. So here's my luggage tag. It's not the prettiest, but it would definitely get it to me if I lived at 123 Tech Drive in Silicon Valley, California, 90210. But I do not, so it will never get to me. All right, guys.